views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Geek, what the hell happened to everyone?
I've never seen an anomaly like this before.
Residual frequency signatures detected.
Oh, that's not good.
What does that mean?
It means we're picking up frequencies from other dimensions or times.
Well, at least somebody's getting some action.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's been a long time since I had any frequency in getting some action.
iDork, patch it through the main computer.
Your wish is my command.
Oh, we're picking up something.
What the hell is it?
It's a broadcast of some sort.
Adjusting audio.
Boosting signal.
Welcome to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, God, is it Monday?
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. That's right, time to wake the hell up and join the rest of us as we scream through the galaxy at triple redunculous speed for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You've been beamed aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership. I am Alien Stone. You can get involved. Why? How? I'm opening them up right now. The Alien X lines. 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Dem's the numbers. Or you can Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. Why? Because you'd be wrong and you wouldn't get a hold of me. I don't know who you'd be talking to, but it wouldn't be me. Anyway, folks, we are live each and every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern till 12 noon. That's right. I got you for 3 hours, folks. Got you for 3 hours. Okay, so now that you've expanded your weekend, it's gone. And here you are, Monday morning, sitting in your little cubicle. You just got there. You 9-to-5ers. Staring at your computer screen. Well, tune me in. That's what you do. Tune me in and tune out work until lunchtime. Then try to catch up and do all the work that you were supposed to do before lunch. Anyway, folks, coming up on the show today, like always, we've got music for your vagina holes, comedy for your soul. We've got bad movie flashbacks, man law. Judge Mann will stop by and he'll tell us how he thinks things are supposed to be. Sports from the prospect, and classic episodes of Just a Few Questions, including the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions, which came out just yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern each and every week. The brand spanking new episode. What is it even called? The Messed Up People in My Neighborhood. That's the name of that episode. It'll be coming up in hour number 3. But classic episodes each and every hour. Let's go ahead and start things the way we always do with a history lesson on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
October 11th, 2002. On Capitol Hill, the Senate joins the House in authorizing U.S. military force against Iraq. Arizona Republican John McCain says Saddam Hussein must comply with the UN on giving up weapons of mass destruction or else.
Allowing him to remain in power with the resources at his disposal would intolerably and inevitably risk American interests in a region of the world where threats to those interests affect the whole world.
But West Virginia Democrat Robert Byrd accuses the White House of a power grab.
The Bush administration wants that president to have the power to launch this nation into war without provocation and without clear evidence of an imminent attack on the United States. And we're going to be foolish enough to give it to him.
Also that same year, former President Jimmy Carter wins the Nobel Peace Prize, honored for years of peacemaking efforts. 1991, in Washington, Anita Hill testifies before a Senate panel about her claims that Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas sexually harassed her. Thomas denies the claims, denouncing the hearings as a high-tech lynching. The Senate ultimately confirms Thomas. 1962, Pope John XXIII convenes the Second Vatican Council, whose meetings reshaped the Catholic Church. And 1975,
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
the comedy sketch show Saturday Night Live premieres on NBC. Today in History, October 11th. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
All right, it's time to jam some music directly into your vagina holes, folks. No, it's not a side effect to your vaccine. No, you are not ill. It's just a little vertigo. It's North of Never on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, rise and shine pudding.
What's up? This is Chris from Concrete Angels. You're listening to Alien X Radio.
This is Chris Carlson from the band 23EXP, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Man, I'm hungry.
What he did, he'll never be the same. Just one cut, can't feel no more. Sees their bodies on the floor. Not the way he wanted it to be. Took the wrong path to be free.
This week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour, but I have something you want.
A new TV? It broadcast programs no one had ever seen.
Wednesday at 9, don't miss an all-new episode of The Silencer of the Lambs.
Then one night, Roy and Helen Nabel got sucked in and discovered that hell is one TV show after another.
Let's welcome our new contestants, Roy and Helen Nabel.
And they're starring in every show.
I've watched enough wrestling to know one thing. It's all fake. No one ever gets... Not fake. Not fake.
Now, they can't go home. They can only switch channels.
Where'd he go?
Hey, lady, watch out!
And every series is a nightmare.
That's entertainment.
Because Satan is the sponsor.
Okay, everybody, head spins. Very good.
Don't miss this comedy from hell.
That'll save her.
Stay tuned.
Where have you been?
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
And folks, it is time for the punchlines once again. And as always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Get some today and get some tomorrow because everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. Oh, people always call it the absolute worst possible times. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, folks, I am here to tell you today that when you find something, unless it looks like something that definitely belongs to somebody, it's yours, right? Absolutely. Well, this guy, a California guy, he found a 4.38 carat raw yellow diamond in Arkansas State Park, and he keeps it. Now, I would keep it too. Why? Because it's a raw diamond. That means it was not cut, it was not in a ring, it was never part of a pendant. So it is a raw diamond. It is in nature. And you found it. Now, whether or not there's some legal issues about it being Arkansas State Park, I don't know. But if you really want to go through the history of the country, I think that there's an issue with there being a state-owned park in the first place. Oh, did I say something about government not supposed to own property? But they do? Oh, sorry. But anyway, Noreen Redberg named it Lucy's Diamond in honor of her husband's kitten, which has tints of yellow in her fur, similar to the light yellow of the diamond. So basically, it looks like, you remember the movie Jurassic Park? Remember the amber substance, which was basically just the sap from the tree that had fossilized with the mosquito inside, and that's how they took out the little dinosaur DNA and made baby dinosaurs. Remember that? Yeah. It kind of looks like that. It just looks like a chunk of yellow junk is what it looks like. I mean, if I saw this on the ground, I probably wouldn't pick it up. And I would have missed a 4.38 carat raw yellow diamond. I don't know how much that's worth. But it's got to be worth a lot of cash. Okay? I know that big diamonds get names. You know, they give them names like the Hope Diamond, stuff like that. So, anyway, this one's named after the fur of a kitten. You know what I'm saying? So, keeps it, though. Now, if you're allowed to keep it by law, that's great. Now, if you're just going to hang on to it, that's stupid. Okay? It looks like a yellow plastic tooth. I don't know. Why would you want to keep it? If it's worth that much money and you found it, sell it. Sell it. Are you telling me that it's worth more to you sitting in a jewelry box? You know what I'm saying? Folks, come on. Anyway, that has been the punchlines for this hour. Oh, the punchlines thing ain't working. What's going on with that? Okay, here we go. That has been the punchlines. Alrighty, folks, it's time for more music into your Vajir holes. We're going to go back in time just a little bit here to 2020. I know, 2020. We don't want to go back there, right? Well, we had a moment of fun in 2020. It was the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, and we had Arcades Project live in studio, and they did their version of American Bloodlust. And here it is on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
don't believe in wasting time. All the folks he's stalking, the picture drawn in chalk. You don't make sound when you walk by. Enjoy. There's a seat at the head of the table for that boy.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
Welcome everyone to the weekly sports update with The Prospect on Alien X Radio. John Gruden has some serious explaining to do. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, the Las Vegas Raiders coach used a racist term in a 2011 email sent to the league's Players Association. In the email, Gruden, then an analyst for ESPN's Monday Night Football, said that the association's executive director, DeMaurice Smith, who is black, has lips, quote, the size of Michelin tires, end quote, which is a common racist term aimed at black people. The 58-year-old apologized profusely for his remark and said that his comment was part of a term he uses, quote, rubber lips, that describes someone who was caught lying, as the email was made during the league's looming lockout situation, and he felt that he wasn't getting the honesty expected during negotiations. Smith brushed it off when asked about the comment, saying in part, quote, this isn't the first racist comment I've heard, and it probably will not be the last. This is a thick-skinned job for someone with dark skin, just like it always has been for many people who look like me and work in corporate America, end quote. He went on to say that he notices people of color being talked to behind their backs every day by their colleagues who uses coded racist language. Unfortunately, this happens a lot in sports and everywhere else, and it really does need to stop. But unfortunately, all we people of color get in the interim is an apology in an attempt for the accuser to save face and keep their job. At this time, the team's front office hasn't speculated on possible discipline for Gruden, but I will keep you posted on any developments. Trilogies are so action-packed in the sports world. Whenever two teams or fighters are deadlocked 1-1, you know that third and deciding game is going to deliver. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had their saga decided in the 11th round Saturday night as Fury defeated Wilder by knockout. The bout was a virtual chess match as the two combatants squared off in familiar territory, having been there twice before. Feeling each other out, the fireworks didn't fly until the third round, where Fury scored the bout's first knockdown. Wilder quickly got up, which was shades of fight number 2, and they continued to throw bombs at each other. In the fourth round, Wilder scored 2 quick yet controversial knockdowns on the 33-year-old, and the proverbial chess match continued until the 10th round when Fury put Wilder on jello legs with yet another knockdown and sealed his fate. By the 11th, it was all over. The match was called, the ruling was knockout, and hopefully the epic clash of two modern-day heavyweight colossuses is finally over. Where the two will go from here, we will never know. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I'm your host, Judge Man. I know you've been sworn in. I've read your complaints and your emails. The first case up on the docket today comes from Shaniqua from Mississippi. Shaniqua writes, Judge Man, I have been dating a man for 4 months now. We go to romantic dinners, the theater, camping, and even horseback riding. But after 4 months, I still haven't met his mother or any of his friends. I know he loves me, and I love him. So my question is, why won't he let me in? Well, Shaniqua, in the words of Chris Rock, if you have been dating a man for 4 months and you haven't met any of his friends, you are not his girlfriend. I'm just saying, you might be a side piece. And now today's list of things real men should never ever do. Real men never read the expiration date on milk cartons before buying them. How long do you plan on hanging on to a half a gallon of frickin' milk? Drink it! Number 2, real men don't get belly button rings. Seriously, dude, I'm just saying. Belly button ring today, cover of Vanity Fair tomorrow. Number 3, real men never take dick pics of themselves or anyone else for that matter. The male genitalia is a beast of necessity. We don't need to see it. Number 4, real men never join clubs just to impress a chick. I'm not going to freaking meetings to hook up with a chick I could bang after a night of tequila shooters. And number 5, real men should never ever wear clothing with cartoon characters on them. Dude, how are you supposed to get with the ladies when you show up with Tweety Bird on your chest? This has been Man Law. I'm Judge Man, and I have ruled.
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. It's the second half of hour number 1 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Big hey going out to Master Meadows, who's checking out the show this morning. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Also, nice to see everybody tuning in from all around the freaking world today. It's pretty awesome. We got people listening in Germany and Finland, as well as, of course, all around the United States, like in Connecticut, New Jersey, Washington, D.C. Who the hell is listening to my show from Washington, D.C.? They're spying on me. They know that I'm speaking the truth, and they don't want that. They don't like that. Washington, D.C. does not like you speaking the truth. Why are they listening? That scares me. Another one just popped up underneath it. It just says United States. Uh-oh. They're on to me, guys. They're on to me. Anyway, folks, coming up, still in the show, more music for your Vajira holes, more bad movie flashbacks, more Man Law, and, of course, classic episodes of Just a Few Questions and the brand spanking newest episode of Just a Few Questions. But right now, we're going back in time to August 14th, 2019. I did an episode of Just a Few Questions called The Porno Career Path. And this is what it sounded like. Here it goes.
To answer just a few questions.
That's right, everybody. It is time to answer just a few questions. It's been a while.
I'm not scared.
But you're stretching, you're cracking your knuckles. You're ready, though.
I'm ready. Cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
Sometimes you got to stretch out. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it on.
There's a little training to answering just a few questions, even though there's absolutely no way to prepare. Anyway, this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Igor introduces the final ingredient for love. It's Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or check it out at www.igorslube.com. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
I do have to interrupt real quick and say I did wear my Igor's Lube shirt to Rob's Halloween party last weekend.
Yes.
And a lot of people were asking me about it. And I told them specifically, next time your hand gets stuck in a gravy boat, you will remember Igor's Lube.
Yeah. Did you tell them where they can get their very own Igor's Lube t-shirt?
I said check it out on Facebook and go to www.igorslube.com.
That's right. AlienXRadio.com. You can go down there where it says Alien X Gear. You click on that. It'll take you to the store where you can buy your Igor's Lube t-shirts as well as some other t-shirts. Like, wouldn't you like a Prospect t-shirt for the Weekly Sports Update with Prospect? When you want that? There it is. Walk around with Prospect
on your face?
His face on your chest.
That's what I meant.
That's even worse. Slow dancing, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's time now for just a few questions. Are you ready, sir?
Bring it.
Bring it. Oh, it's already been brought in.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Well, in the past, we have visited the dream of starting your very own porno company. Sounds great, but we all know that you just can't start a company like that. It takes time, money, and experience. So, you will have to do it the old-fashioned way by starting from the bottom and working your way up. With that being said, you have an interview with Spank Skank Films. Spank Skank Films. You got to start at the bottom, like I said. You will be interviewing for a few open positions. What job would you apply for, and what would you put on your resume to make you a more desirable candidate for the job? A, gopher. This person will fetch things for the director, cast, and crew, like coffee, food, lube, sex toys, felt-covered chains, and farm animals. And on your resume, to make you more attractive, you'll put down, after years of watching Spank Skank Films, you have developed quite a grip in your right hand and would be a great for grabbing things for them. B, you be a fluffer. This person will tickle, wiggle, poke, and stroke the actor's tools of the trade until they are camera ready. On your resume, to make you more attractive for this job, you'll put down, after developing a grip in your right hand, you also managed to perfect a few foolproof tricks to getting your equipment up and running quickly. C, you'll be a consultant. This person will watch finished and edited scenes to determine if they are balanced from beginning to end, or if they just tend to cause you, the watcher, to crank one out, smoke a J, eat a Twinkie, and pass out before the money shot. Or finally, the job you could apply for is D. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. The thing you put on your resume for C is, you're pretty patient, but you can't make any promises. So D, you're the wiper.
It's disgusting, dude.
This person will work on set and be called upon whenever unwanted fluids leak, drip, or drizzle into the shots. As your title suggests, you would then wipe it away. And on your resume, to make you more attractive for the job, you put down, you have seen all of the ShamWow infomercials and are pretty confident that you got this. And go.
You know, they're all like really. You must have woke up pretty early today.
Actually, I woke up very late.
Oh, well, you're very creative. I don't know what you were dreaming about last night. I'm very tempted. I almost want to go with the wild card answer just to know what the wild card
Actually,
answer
this particular one
doesn't have
a wild card answer.
I'm going as the consultant.
You're going as the consultant. This person will watch finished and edited scenes to determine if they are balanced from beginning to end, or if they tend to cause the watcher to crank one out, smoke a J, eat a Twinkie, and pass out before the money shots. And on your resume, you're going to put down, you're pretty patient, but you can't make any promises.
That's it.
All right. And the bonus question is, would you like to be paid in cash, check, or are you open to just working for tips?
I want cash.
Cash, baby. That's right.
No tip for me. Didn't need it.
Oh, I do not need no tips. No
tips.
Anyway.
Question number 2.
Question number 2 is, after your first year in the business, you have seen a great number of things. Things you have stored in your spank bank for future use. Things that make you question the boundaries and moral limits of man. And a few things so disturbing that 5 months of therapy have only just begun to explain the nightmares that have been haunting you with. After all this, you deserve a promotion. You have been given the scripts for a few upcoming films and are being offered an on-screen part. Here are the films, the roles, and the line that you will have to give to audition for the part. Are you ready, sir?
Sure.
Okay. First, the title of the movie. And remember, I'm going to tell you these. You're going to have to read that to audition. And then I'm going to give you the role. So, the first one is, the title is, Propped Open. The scene is, you're a handyman called to an apartment to assist a large lady with accessing her entrance. The line that you are going to give to audition for this part is, don't worry, ma'am. You know what? I'm not going to read it out. I'm going to show it to you, and you're just going to give it at the end here, okay? The second one that you're going to audition for today, the title is Space Quest. Your Space Quest to Uranus, Part 12, The Descent. The scene is the doors to the bridge of a spacecraft open, and you step in. You're surprised by what you see. Then your line. The third one is, the title of the movie is What Happens in Vegas, Part 2, Secret of the Ooze. The scene is, you're in a strip club getting a lap dance from a stripper named Vegas. She removes her panties to reveal a tattoo just above her vagina. You squint, lean forward, and read it out loud. That will be your line. And D, the title of the movie is Tentacle Face. You're the evil captain of a pirate ship known as Captain Tentacle Face. You are a creature of the ocean with a beard made of squid tentacles, and you are pleasuring several sea hags facially at the same time. Okay? So,
I am totally going with D.
Well, you have to audition for all three of them.
Oh.
So you're going to have the best performance for that one then. So I'm going to circle your lines right now that you're going to have to deliver. All right? So, hang on one second. Let me pull this up here so I can see it. Now, we're going to go with the first one. So, propped open, the scene is you're a handyman called to an apartment to assist a large lady with accessing her entrance. And you say?
Don't worry, ma'am. If this pole doesn't work, I have a slightly larger stick that just might do the trick.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, your second one, the title is Space Quest to Uranus, Part 12, The Descent. And the scene is the doors of the bridge of a spacecraft open. You step in. You're surprised by what you see and...
Captain, we have gone beyond Uranus, and I have pushed the rocket deeper into the black hole.
Good one. Good one. Very good. I like the accent doing there. It's pretty good. You can't tell what planet he's from. C, the title is What Happens in Vegas, Part 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Your scene is you're in a strip club getting a lap dance from a stripper named Vegas. She removes her panties to reveal a tattoo just above her vagina. You lead forward and read it out loud.
Slot machine. Sorry, I'm out of money.
Okay, see, you changed the words there, so the director's going to have a problem with you on that. You didn't follow directions.
Oh, my bad. Tokens.
Tokens, see? So you're cheaper because you got tokens. Now, finally, the title of the movie is Tentacle Face. The scene is you are the evil captain of a pirate ship known as Captain Tentacle Face. You are a creature of the ocean with a beard made of squid tentacles, and you are pleasuring several sea hags facially at the same time. And your line is...
Hey, ladies, my name is Living Fuckfish. Yet somehow I can still smell your bearded clams.
That was close. That was close. That was close. I'm going to give you that one just because I know that you would do that one the best. So you are now Captain Tentacle Face, and your face is a living... We're just going to say a living fuckfish.
That's what it says.
Yes.
Was I not supposed to say it?
I don't. You said my name is Tentacle. I don't. Either way, you got the part. You got the part. All right. So you are now Tentacle Face.
My face is a. Sorry.
So now.
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Question number 3 is so. You have now been starring in porno films for the last 3 months. After appearing in over 1,700 films, you have been nominated for a Golden Boner Award at this year's Adult Film Industry Awards. After your very successful career and your extensive portfolio, what category do you think you might have been chosen for, and for what role and what film? A, the award would be Best Performance with a Prosthetic for the role Foreskin Joe in the film Mask the Movie.
That's so wrong.
Or B, the award would be for Best Stunt. Your role would have been Nikolai the Human Cannonball for the film Suck the Soleil. Or C, you got the award for Breakthrough Performance. Your role was Bloody Dick Jones in the film My Lego Girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
Or D, your award would be for Best Multi-Oral Performance. Your role would be Tentacle Face in the film Tentacle Face 16, Re-Releasing the Kraken. And go.
I'm definitely going with D.
D is your answer. So, yes. Best multi... Yes, the Kraken.
McCracken.
The wild card answer for this one you did not choose.
Oh, there's a wild card?
The award would have been for Best Drama. The role would have been John. And the film would have been Severed, the John Bobbitt story.
Oh.
You could have got a meaningful award there, but no. Your bonus question is, if you had received the Best Performance with a Prosthetic Award for your portrayal as John in the film Severed, the John Bobbitt story, do you think that you would have won the Drama Award for your role as the disfigured young virgin Foreskin Joe in Mask the Movie?
No.
No. I didn't think so. I did not think so. And now it's time for Lightning Strikes. Are you ready, sir?
Bring it.
It's all on the line now. What's more disturbing? Are you ready? What's more disturbing? Foreskin? Oh, I'm sorry. Missing foreskin or missing forehead skin?
I'm going to say missing forehead skin.
That is correct. There are pornos out there with and without foreskin, but I've never seen a movie out there where the guy doesn't have forehead skin where people were not off-put.
Yeah.
Just saying. True or false? Lego sells an adult Lego girlfriend kit.
True.
No, but that would be awesome. And I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that have tried. Like Bloody Dick Jones.
I don't know. There could have been. I don't know.
That's a true story. Bloody Dick Jones. Anyway, true or false? Characters, plots, and scripts don't matter in porn.
True.
Absolutely true. True or false? A Canadian dollar is a coin called a loonie.
True.
That is true. That is very, very true. True or false? A Canadian loonie can easily fit inside a vagina.
True.
Again, very true. And finally, true or false? If you shove a loonie into a Canadian stripper's vagina, the bouncers will allow you to leave without getting mangled and paralyzed from the eyeballs down.
True.
You're going down, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
Just saying, man.
Never been there.
That's right. But if you put one in there and other people have, and then you pull her arm, you could win. And jackpot, baby! Wow, that's right. And that has been
Just a Few Questions.
Thank you for playing along.
Let's rock this joint.
I've been asked the question many times. What is wrong with you, Alien Stone? And I have answered it many times. I don't know. It seems like every week I can sit down and think for a second and go inside my brain, and all kinds of mental drippings and mental diarrhea can come out and coagulate and form some kind of thing. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I need a job where I get paid to do that. I do. God knows I'm not getting paid to do it here. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe Saturday Night Live, needs a new writer. Well, not maybe. We know they do. We know they've needed a writer for like at least a decade, probably longer. I'm sure longer, really. If you think about it. So funny that I bring up Saturday Night Live randomly like that, because just yesterday, we were talking about Saturday Night Live, me and my girlfriend in the living room, and I had mentioned that the older guy on the show, Two Broke Girls, was one of the original cast members, and it was like almost like an epiphany, like, yeah, oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, he was. And yeah, that was back when the show was funny. Back when Saturday Night Live was really funny. They had Chevy Chase on there, they had Dan Aykroyd, they had Gilda Radner, and I mean, it was great. The next group of people that came in there, they were pretty good too. We went through all the really funny people, and then we started moving past the Eddie Murphys and started going into the David Spades, and then we started moving past them. And then we started getting to the point where the writers started becoming the actors on the show, and then, I don't know, at that point, then it just became, if I get on Saturday Night Live and I'm there long enough, then can I have a guest position on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe do some commercials. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It went bad. Anyway, folks, it's time to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification. It's a moment to introduce you to our sponsors, and we'll be back with hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Go no place.
Excuse me, sir.
There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's the little room in the front of the plane where the pilots sit.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some Freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
I can't take it anymore.
Hey, hi, Bob.
Hi, Fred.
What's the matter, Bob? You're looking a little down on the mouth.
No, doctor says I'm not getting enough fiber.
You know, Bob, 4 out of 5 doctors say 9 out of 10 Americans in 6 out of 7 surveys in 12 out of 13 cities are not getting enough fiber in their diet.
Well, what can I do?
Do what I do, Bob. I start my day with a healthy breakfast, eggs, toast, juice, and a hearty bowl of fruit and fiberglass cereal. Here, try some.
Fruit and what?
Fiberglass, Bob. Fruit and fiberglass cereal.
Well, there's almost more fiberglass than fruit.
And there's another great thing about fruit and fiberglass cereal. You can even use the leftovers to insulate your home.
You mean just one bowl can lower my heating bill by 30%?
Yes, new fruit and fiberglass cereal from the makers of Hall & Oates with cinnamon and raisins, now in new honey and asbestos flavor.
It's delicious.
All the food groups are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
So you, my friend, are a good old-fashioned Egyptian, where everything is old school. You wipe your bum with papyrus, live in a triangular house, and you lay your loved ones to rest in elaborate underground tombs when they die, regardless of city bylaws and buried natural gas lines. Problem is, every time you take off, grave robbers keep busting in and stealing your departed loved ones' organ jars and popcorn makers. My friend, you're an old-fashioned Egyptian, so you need an old-fashioned Egyptian curse to keep those tomb-robbing tools out. You need the services of Carl's House of Curses. Just listen to these satisfied customers.
I've had a raccoon problem for years. The little bandits would break into my tomb where I keep all my ex-boyfriends. Then they would run off with their penis jars. So I called Carl's, and now those raccoons are too busy with all the hailstones erupting from their anuses to steal anything. Thanks, Carl. Now my ex-boyfriend's penises are back where they belong. Under my bed.
Carl's House of Curses.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Report. We're in standard orbit, Captain. Good work, Mr. Tukok. What the hell are we doing in the 21st century? There's something we need to do. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't mess around with the space-time continuum. Captain, I've located the signal. Put it on speaker.
You're tuned in to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Well, that'll wake you up in the morning.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear. Gummy bear. Fucking mother.
When a woman screams, I just feel the need to be there. Good morning, everybody. It is hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. We're broadcasting to you live from inside the mothership and the other side of Planet Chaos, directly into your Vajir holes on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network, and in syndication and replay around the world on fantastic stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSBFM Get Smashed Radio, IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you're tuned in, wherever it is that you're listening, you can give me a call on the Alien X lines at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or Skype at Alienstone1. That's Alienstone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you'd be wrong. We get the show underway at 9 a.m. Eastern. If you're just now tuning in, you're late. Try to work on that. And, folks, coming up on the show, we've got another classic episode in this hour of Just a Few Questions, as well as Bad Movie Flashback. And perhaps we're going to hear from Judge Mann again for another episode of Man Law. And in the final hour, the brand spankin'est new episode of Just a Few Questions called The Messed Up People in My Neighborhood. So it's music, comedy, talk, sports, and your phone calls, as well as just a few questions. All coming up, so go no place. And we're going to immediately jam into your Vajir holes the brand spankin'est new song from North of Never. This is called Sinner. It's the Attack.
I made a bet with the devil. Crystals lit by fire, dancers hung from
Saturday thing. Boy, you said girl with you, yes, for one in the same.
Way you look at me, oh, just drives me wild. When you're loving me, baby, you're all I want, yeah. When I hold you in my dreams tonight, cause I love you. Yeah, baby. Cause I need you. Yeah, baby. Lying next to me. Oh, it feels so good. When you're loving me, baby, you're all my world, yeah. When I hold you in my dreams tonight, I'm gonna love you the whole night, 'cause I love you. I need you. Yeah, baby. When I hold you in my dreams tonight, I'm gonna love you the whole night, 'cause I love you. Yeah, baby, 'cause I need you.
20 years old. My brother gave it to me when he got married. Isn't that terrible? You give a kid a puppy. You don't give a kid a 20-year-old dog. Come on, what kind of tricks can you teach a 20-year-old dog? Come on, try to stand.
Spent 4 days in a boxcar going downtown, gonna do some work for a quart. Even do a bills now and then, though I've always tried to be a good sport. You're a product of your environment. I really like the trailer in your garden hose shower. And your black chick grinning girl got that bottle in a bag, make you feel empowered. Boxcar Benny, love to save his pennies. Knock him in a sock, knock you out, take your shit. Boxcar Benny, he's stranger man as any. Don't you underestimate the strike is quick. Of a soft shoe, gonna play a song and you might think it's fine. Nobody's gonna stand in my way, cause I gotta make a little so I could be a dime. Play a little ditty for you, gonna do another thing or two. I play a little hop on and send it back to the track with my old pal B.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please, no.
She came halfway across the universe in search of a cosmic power source that could save her world from destruction.
Who is she?
Who on earth are you?
You know, I think I recognize the costume.
From the producers of Superman, Alexander Salkind presents Supergirl in her first great adventure.
Wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I mean, you can do the whole number, leap tall buildings at a single bound. You can look right through things.
Yes.
Bend steel bars?
Yes.
Like Superman.
He's my cousin.
Supergirl, sent to Earth on a secret mission that brings her face to face with diabolical villains.
I am considering nothing less than world domination.
You've had your fun, Selena. The game is finished.
Starring Faye Dunaway.
Now I am really upset.
Peter O'Toole.
My neighbors know the criminals, the corrupt, the evil. They're here, over the hill there, with no way out.
Peter Cook.
What's in it for me?
Me.
Brenda Vaccaro. And introducing Helen Slater as Supergirl.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space and Alien X Radio. I'm your host, the Alien Stone. We've been moving and grooving, playing music for your vajir holes, a little comedy here and there. Man Law has dropped by, bad movie flashbacks like the one you just heard. And I know I got yelled at recently. I played a bad movie flashback of Big Trouble in Little China. And I got emails from people screaming at me saying, "That's a great movie, Alien Stone. How can you call it a bad movie?" You missed the point of what a bad movie flashback is. You missed the point. It's not actually a bad movie. It's a movie that critics may have called a bad movie. It may be cheesy in some way. It might be campy. There's lots of reasons why it can be considered a bad movie. But by the audiences who watched it, they love it. And a lot of them have become cult classics, and people watch them over and over and over again. Like Big Trouble in Little China. So, glad to correct you on this. Like I just did Supergirl there. Very cheesy movie. Very cheesy, okay? But still, a lot of people like that movie. You know what I'm saying? Not me, but a lot of people do. But Big Trouble in Little China, one of the great classic movies. I apologize for calling it a bad movie, okay? I don't know if your name was Karen or not, but you were definitely wearing the uniform. Anyway, folks, still coming up, we've got music for your vajir holes. Classic episode of Just a Few Questions. Next hour is the newest one. I just want to stop here for a second, and this is where I give you my 2 cents up to $12.50. Whatever. You know, how much ever. We can go all the way back to the Pepsi Challenge on this one. All right, folks? I'm talking about surveys, polls, questionnaires, percentages, what people, their opinions, okay? Way back in the day, there was a thing called the Pepsi Challenge. You know why Pepsi won the Pepsi Challenge? Because Pepsi was doing the Pepsi Challenge. That's why. If Coca-Cola was doing the Coca-Cola Challenge, Coca-Cola would win. If Mountain Dew was... Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They film a whole bunch of people and their opinions. And then they delete in the editing room. Back then, they probably actually had to physically cut the film. They get rid of the majority of the people that answered the way they didn't want them to, leaving now a majority answering the way they wanted them to. They show you almost all of the ones where they answer the way they want, and only a couple here and there of the ones that answered, let's say, incorrectly. Then they put that on television, everybody watches and goes, "Oh my God, I guess the most of the people actually like Pepsi. I guess I should switch from Coke to Pepsi because I don't want to be different." I know that sounds ridiculous, but some people actually think that way. Some people actually think that way. Now, surveys and polls are the same kind of thing. You know, like my favorite thing is when it says like 60% of Americans say this, or 43% of Americans say this. Have you ever answered a poll like that? When you see that, okay, let's say it said 63% of Americans say that they want extra fries in their Happy Meal. Something stupid, right? Something stupid. Just say that. Were you asked that question, if you were not asked that question personally, then how the hell can they tell you what percentage of Americans said that? You're an American, you weren't asked. Okay? You can say, and that goes true with any other country, by the way, too. You know, I'm not saying just Americans. I mean, if any country, Earthlings, let's say Earthlings. Okay? They ask a select group of people that signed up to answer the questions. And then again, they do the same thing. They weed out a certain number of the people answering questions until they get the percentages the way they want them. And then they release those numbers. And then everybody goes, oh my God, I guess everybody wants extra French fries in their Happy Meal. See what I'm saying? So that's how that works. Now, other things too is like, okay, we're asking everybody's opinion, and then when we see it going a certain way, but they didn't really want it to go that way, then they kind of just change the rules. They change the rules. Oh, well, we meant this and this and this. Oh, now we're back over here again. Perfect example. And I'm going to piss off a lot of people right now, and I'm sorry. I don't normally do this on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I usually steer clear of this kind of thing. But you have 100 people working for your company. Oh, here we go, right? You know where I'm going with this one. You got 100 people working for your company. 60 of them went and got that poke in their arm that the guy in the office says everybody has to have. So only 60% of that company's workforce got that done. Notice I'm not saying that word. Got that done. Which means 40% didn't. So, if you can't get the other 40% to do the poke and bring your number of people that got the poke to 100%, change the rules or do like the Pepsi Challenge and trim away some of the numbers that you don't like by firing that 40% of your workers. Now, hey, look! Now we got 100% of our workers vaccinated. You're an idiot for even thinking that way. Now you have a 40% decrease in your employment. That's the red tag sale approach, by the way. You raise the price 20% one week, and then the next week you put a tag on there that brings it down 20% to what it originally was, and everybody thinks they're getting a deal. You're not getting a deal, you were just getting robbed last week. Setting you up for coming in and buying everything at regular price this week. Bait and switch. It's the bait and switch, folks. So you fire 40% of your workers, now you got 100% vaccinated instead of 60%. Does that make sense to you? If it does, then perhaps you should take a hammer and smack yourself in the head with it. That's what I suggest that you do. Maybe then you'll come to your senses. Now think about what happens when you lose 40% of your workers. Now you got 60% trying to do 100% of the work. Is 60% of the workforce going to be able to produce 100% of the product or fulfill 100% of the services required by that company? No. They're not going to be able to do that. But I guess that's okay because the 40% that no longer have jobs will no longer be able to afford any of the products or the services that are being offered or produced by the other 60%. So now the company is going to lose a whole crap ton of money because they're no longer going to have the customer base that they had before because 40% of everybody's out of work. Now, your 60% that's currently working either have to take a pay cut or start losing their jobs too because they can't fulfill the orders. They can't do what they need to do, or there isn't enough orders. Now, the unemployed is going up even higher. Again, if you're on board with this plan, you are the weakest link. You are, in fact, the weakest link. Anyway, folks, it is time to take a short break, pausing the action for station identification, a moment to introduce you to our sponsors, and bring you up to speed of what's happening in the world of sports with The Prospect. And we'll be back with the second half of hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space right after this.
Broadcasting direct
directly into your brain. And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Welcome, everyone, to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. John Gruden has some serious explaining to do. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, the Las Vegas Raiders coach used a racist term in a 2011 email sent to the league's Players Association. In the email, Gruden, then an analyst for ESPN's Monday Night Football, said that the association's executive director, DeMaurice Smith, who is black, has lips, quote, the size of Michelin tires, end quote, which is a common racist term aimed at black people. The 58-year-old apologized profusely for his remark and said that his comment was part of a term he uses, quote, rubber lips, that describes someone who was caught lying, as the email was made during the league's looming lockout situation, and he felt that he wasn't getting the honesty expected during negotiations. Smith brushed it off when asked about the comment, saying in part, quote, this isn't the first racist comment I've heard, and it probably will not be the last. This is a thick-skinned job for someone with dark skin, just like it always has been for many people who look like me and work in corporate America, end quote. He went on to say that he notices people of color being talked to behind their backs every day by their colleagues who uses coded racist language. Unfortunately, this happens a lot in sports and everywhere else, and it really does need to stop. But unfortunately, all we people of color get in the interim is an apology in an attempt for the accuser to save face and keep their job. At this time, the team's front office hasn't speculated on possible discipline for Gruden, but I will keep you posted on any developments. Trilogies are so action-packed in the sports world. Whenever two teams or fighters are deadlocked 1-1, you know that third and deciding game is going to deliver. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had their saga decided in the 11th round Saturday night as Fury defeated Wilder by knockout. The bout was a virtual chess match as the two combatants squared off in familiar territory, having been there twice before. Feeling each other out, the fireworks didn't fly until the third round, where Fury scored the bout's first knockdown. Wilder quickly got up, which was shades of fight number 2, and they continued to throw bombs at each other. In the fourth round, Wilder scored two quick yet controversial knockdowns on the 33-year-old, and the proverbial chess match continued until the 10th round when Fury put Wilder on jello legs with yet another knockdown and sealed his fate. By the 11th, it was all over. The match was called, the ruling was knockout, and hopefully the epic clash of two modern-day heavyweight colossuses is finally over. Where the two will go from here, we will never know. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I'm your host, Judge Man. The first case up on the docket today comes from Walter from Taylor. Judge Man, I'm almost 50 years old, and I have never been with a woman smaller than me. They have always been taller and or heavier. Should I hire a prostitute so I can pick out one I like? Well, Walter, there is much to be said for big girls. That being said, there is much to be said about petite girls too. It sounds like you have had your share of biggins, and you need to see how the other half live. I'm not gonna tell you to go get a super hot petite hooker, even though that would ensure a petite hottie. So to be clear, I'm not gonna tell you to get a hooker, but at this point, I don't think I need to. In fact, I bet you got that hooker the same day you sent this email. You can still try the old-fashioned way and just be more selective. But like I said, you won't hear me tell you to go get that hooker. And now today's list of things real men should never do. Number 1, real men don't wear Speedos. Really, dude, a banana hammock? It looks like you're trying to smuggle a squirrel in your panties. Number 2, real men don't use a urinal next to another man. If there are 6 urinals, that means only 3 dudes can pee at the same time. Number 3, real men never pay the sticker price for a car. It's your duty as a man to get that salesman to lower the price as much as humanly possible. Number 4, real men won't beg for forgiveness. If we owe you an apology, we will offer it sincerely once. If you won't accept it, then screw you. And number 5, real men don't wear fitness bracelets. Nobody cares how many steps you took today. Besides, I'm sure most of the counted steps was really from you jerking it in front of the mirror with your new fitness bracelet. That has been this week's Man Law. I'm Judge Man, and I have ruled.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, that's right, folks. We just did a turnabout. We're headed back towards planet Earth. You didn't even feel it, did you? That was that is the inertia canceller installed here on the mothership. Fine work done on Jupiter Station. Didn't even feel that. Much better than the old one that we had that every once in a while would glitch. Yeah, it was kind of bad. We had to keep cleaning people off the back wall. Yeah. It's kind of an important piece of equipment to keep maintained, the inertia canceller. Also, the gravitational plates are gravitating, and the deflector array is wearing its mask before it goes into Walmart. So calm down, Karen. Here we go into the second half of the broadcast. The second half of hour number 2. The attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It's time for another classic episode of Just a Few Questions. Just a few questions. You have no idea where I'm going to put the situation, what the situation is going to be, how weird it's going to be, if it's going to be evil, if it's going to be strange, if it's going to be deviant. It's going to be weird. We know that, and it's going to be uncomfortable and probably offend somebody. But that's okay, because, you know, that's how I weed out the weak people from the strong people. How does it feel to be brought to your knees by words? By words! Wow. Anyway, folks, going back in time to October 11th of last year. I know, last year again, right? What is it with you, Alien Stone, going back to last year? This was called Viking Funeral Rock. Viking Funerals Rock. Wow. Couldn't say that right? Yeah, Viking Funerals Rock. So, D-Unit is going to go to a Viking funeral for just a few questions on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
answer just a few questions.
All right, folks. Once again, it is time to answer just a few questions. As we mop up my brain drippings and put them onto a piece of paper, and I ask you, and I put you into strange situations and circumstances to see if you can wiggle your way out. Sound about right?
Yeah, that sums it up.
Something like that. So if you're afraid of those buckets at restaurants they keep the little towels in to clean the tables with, you should be afraid of me. A lot of drippings.
It's a lot of drippings.
A lot of drippings. So, that being said...
Question number 1.
Question number 1! Question number 1 goes as follows. Everybody dies. How they die will vary, and the method of mourning will vary based on religion, culture, and beliefs. In some religions, the body must be buried right away. In the past, people dressed up dead loved ones and photographed them one more time. Ew. You have attended funerals in the past and have seen many different things. Open caskets, closed caskets, no casket with an urn, no casket with just a picture, singing at some, kneeling and praying at others. But today, you will be paying your respects to your high school buddy, Magnus. His father, Odin, and mother, Hertha, were very old school in their beliefs, but always treated you like one of their tribe. Today, you will be attending your very first Viking funeral. A blend of old world customs and modern day influences. First, it is customary to dress the dead in new clothes. In your mind, choose one of your friends in real life and use their style to dress your dead Viking friend. Remember, in the Viking culture, you dress the body to represent who they were in life. That way, they will be treated correctly in the afterlife. So first, their shoes. Sandals, sneakers, boots, or other. Remember, there's a real friend of yours you have in mind. You're dressing them like this person. You're not. That's why I don't want you to say who it is, because this person's dead. I don't want you to do that. So you're just dressing. So sandals, sneakers, boots, or other.
Boots.
Oh, I need a pen. Keep track.
Good job out of you. Here.
Let me grab that pen. All right. So you said boots?
Boots.
Boots. His pants. Sweats, jeans, bell bottoms, or other.
Jeans.
Jeans. Hat. Baseball cap, fedora, beanie with spinner, or other. And other can also be no hat.
No hat.
No hat. All right, so we're going to continue this question. What is on their t-shirt? Is it A, I died and all I got was this crummy t-shirt? Of course, it'll be several sizes too small, exposing their belly button. B, dear family, please try mouth to mouth one more time. No tongue, please. People approaching the body will trigger porn music to play from the casket. C, the name of their favorite band. Not the actual name of the band, but the actual words, the name of their favorite band. Clearly printed by the same folks that decorate birthday cakes at the Walmart bakery. Or D, a mustard stain. Not the words, an actual mustard stain. Or E, other. And go. What is on their t-shirt? The same person you're thinking of. What would be on that person's t-shirt to represent who they are?
It'd be the band. Definitely.
It'd be a band t-shirt?
Yeah.
So what band?
The Ramones.
The Ramones.
Definitely.
Ramones t-shirt. All right.
So this person's supposed to be dead, right?
You're going to a funeral for somebody and you had to dress them. And I asked you to dress them based on the style of one of your real friends.
Okay.
Yeah. So your real friend is not dead.
But it could be.
No, you're just using your real friend's style to dress your dead friend. I never want to put you in a situation where you're pretending a real friend of yours that is living
I'm
is
just
dead.
saying a friend that has already passed. All right, go on.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's irrelevant.
That's fine too.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Can't go any further than that.
Right. So I'm kind of rolling with a really good friend that has already passed. And this is how I would have dressed him.
Boots, jeans, no hat, and a Ramones t-shirt.
Yup.
That's him. Okay, and the bonus question is, during this question, did you picture yourself giving your friend mouth-to-mouth with or without tongue?
Definitely.
With tongue. Oh, how you like that?
Oh,
and now...
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Question number 2.
I loved it, but I didn't love it that much.
Another way the Vikings prepare the dead for the afterlife is to surround the body with their belongings. Again, these are the items that represent who they were in life. For instance, a religious person might be surrounded with crosses, the Bible, and rosary beads. An athlete might have a football, tennis racket, and whatever those net stick things are called in lacrosse. Or, for instance, David Hasselhoff, when he dies, he'll be sent to the afterlife with 74 cheeseburgers and a case of Igor's Lube. Using the same friend style.
The Hoff
No. Dude, you thought he was getting down with that cheeseburger without the lube. Using your same friend style, what items will you send with them into the afterlife? A bow and arrow, hunting knife, and a nudie magazine. B, coffee maker, roll of toilet paper, and cell phone. C, guitar, rolling papers, a 6-pack of White Claw. Or D, keep everything for yourself but the White Claw and replace it with an empty box labeled all his stuff. Or E, mix and match or make up your own.
I'm going to go...
There's also a wild card answer.
I'm going to go with E. I'm going to miss Mitch.
Mix and match.
Mix and match. So
Or
the
make
first
up your
one, I'm going to pick one from each one.
Okay.
Okay.
From A, you got bow and arrow, hunting knife, or nudie magazine.
It's definitely going to be nudie magazines.
Nudie magazines. Okay. Got it.
And then the second one...
Coffee maker, roll of toilet paper, and cell phone.
It would definitely be toilet paper.
Toilet paper it is.
And the guitar.
And the guitar.
Dude, this is actually...
Okay.
Thank you. I am actually having fun doing this. This is...
And you're also not... Remember, it says keep everything for yourself with the exception of the White Claw.
No.
So you're going to give him the White Claw, I guess.
What's the White Claw?
That's that really crappy, simple girl drink.
Oh, sure. Yeah. He'd enjoy that. Why not?
All right, so he gets some White Claws.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. The wild card answer that you did not choose was a sword to prepare them for Ragnarok in case they are ever brought back to life for an end-of-days battle between good and evil.
Good call.
He's a Viking, remember? With Denise. So, your bonus question is, what item do you think they will be selling at their traditional Viking funeral merch booth? Would it be A, baseball caps with plush horns that read, Vikings do it better on the water? B, a commemorative battle axes with the deceased's name etched into the blade and a limited edition one with one of his teeth embedded in the handle?
But you can take part of his mouth home.
Put his cavity-ridden tooth into this cavity here.
Oh, it's terrible.
C, the deceased's greatest hits album on CD, cassette, 8-track, and vinyl. Or D, all of the above, plus with every $100 you spend, get a complimentary bottle of Igor's brand new squid-flavored lube called Sea Beast, now with raw sea salt for extra grit. Huh? Huh? Let me say that again for you. All of the above. But with every $100 you spend, you get a complimentary bottle of Igor's brand new squid-flavored lube called Sea Beast, now with raw sea salt for extra grit.
Therefore, the reason why the conversation earlier came up as far as inventing something with Igor's every week.
Right. Igor's family of products just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Because his family of products tends to actually be like intermingling, if you know what I'm saying. Little incestual products.
Coming soon, ladies and folks, it's going to be the Igor's Post Wash. Okay.
Yes. You can use it on your post. So which one you going to choose, sir?
I think I'm going to go with E. I'm going to go with it. Or D.
D. All of the above. And you definitely going to spend more than $100, right? Because you need to get yourself some Sea Beast.
Oh, yeah.
To check out that extra grit.
Exactly. Wow. And I was wondering if they sell that at the gambling grounds.
Well, they have to sell it in the bigger bottles because the ones with the smaller things gets clogged up.
Right.
So.
You got to have the actual pump action.
They're also flavor beats, too. When you bite into them, they're salty.
Oh.
Bringing us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3. We have all seen the movies depicting Viking funerals, right?
No. Go on.
They dress the body, lay it on a small boat, surrounding them with their belongings. Then they launch the boat out to sea, and with a single arrow shot from shore, it ignites in a glorious ball of fire, cremating the body and sending them to the afterlife.
Isn't that what they did with Miyagi?
No. Well, it's modern days, and we know now that that's all just movies. We now know that it takes 1,800 degrees to cremate a human body, and a wood fire only burns at about 1,000 degrees. Also, it would take a period of about 3 hours at 1,800 degrees to cremate the body, and the boat will never burn for that long or that hot. Plus, a single arrow simply will not ignite the boat without some type of fuel. The Vikings were advanced, but not that advanced. So, in this modern-day Viking funeral, how will this be accomplished? A. Put the body on a pile of pallets in a steel boat, douse the entire thing with gasoline before launching it, then charge the funeral goers $5 each to attempt hitting the boat with a flaming arrow. Make a game out of it. Sam, you give out prizes.
Try and get your money back. Why not?
Right. B. Put the body on a steel boat filled with charcoal, douse the entire thing with kerosene before launching it, then charge the funeral goers $10 each for raffle tickets to ignite it with one of those high-powered lasers that you see advertised on Facebook. Or laser beams. Laser beams on the dead body. C. Take the body out to a steel platform on the water. Place it in a metal tub. Fill it with whatever alcohol you see those idiots setting their heads on fire with that are trying to do flaming shots in the bar in viral Facebook and YouTube videos. Then, get all your drunken Viking friends, give them all flaming arrows, and watch them battle each other over the one bow in honor of sending Magnus to Valhalla. And go.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
You're going to get everybody all hammered and drunk.
Yeah.
You're going to put them
Party
out there on the
Wayne.
pallet. You're going to fill them up with, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What is the stuff that they drink that they do the flaming shots of? That burns their faces off.
The flaming Dr. Pepper, isn't it like 151 rum or something?
So we're going to fill the bathtub up with that. Put him in it. Put him out there.
Yeah.
Then you're going to put one bow in the middle of a room.
One.
Give them all flaming arrows.
Absolutely.
After they've all done many shots.
They've already done many shots of it.
And just see what happens. All right.
I feel like that would be the entertaining aspect.
Oh, yeah, because you're not going to participate. You're going to sit back and watch. You'll be up on one of those tall chairs with a cheeseburger like David Hasselhoff.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So,
me and the Hoffman eating cheeseburgers, watching Vikings with one bow. But flaming arrows.
Be really cool, man.
That'd be a cool name for a band. Flaming Arrows.
I don't know. It could be taken wrong. Just saying. It sounds like somebody needs to go to a clinic and get a shot.
Right.
I'm just saying. So, continuing this question, Viking funerals are well known for their after parties. Where will this one be held? And what band will be playing at the event? Will it be at Chuck E. Cheese, the local Viking bar, or will it be at the Shoreline? Why waste a perfectly good bonfire?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking Shoreline.
Shoreline it is. You got the bonfire already going.
Right. You're chilling.
And now, open-ended question. what band is playing at the after party?
Let's see. For something like this, it has to be somebody like really like hard and cool. Think of like Motorhead.
Motorhead.
Yeah.
Motorhead is playing at the after party.
Absolutely.
All right, now your bonus question. What is the number one selling item from the Viking food tent? Is it is it A, hot dogs, B, hamburgers, C, elephant ears, or D, leg of goat?
Leg of goat.
Leg of goat it is! Sounds delicious. Very rare, please.
Very rare.
You still have the fur on it.
Yes. They'll pick it off.
That's right.
They'll skin it off.
We'll deal with that. Actually, it helps you floss while you eat.
Exactly.
And that brings us to...
Lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes. Battle axe. Weapon of war or Fred Sanford's sister-in-law?
Fred Sanford's sister-in-law.
The answer is both. So yes, you are correct. What temperature is closer to that of grilling? 500 degrees or 1800 degrees?
Grilling?
Grilling.
The 1800.
1800 degrees is the temperature for cremating a human body. We just went over that a lot.
Okay, yeah.
So a wood fire, 500 degrees, that's good for grilling. You can get it up to 1,000 degrees for a wood fire. Now you're talking about searing a steak.
Yep.
But 1800, you're just going to turn it into crap. You're going to be able to eat it.
Charbroiled.
Just burn it. Yeah. So, true or false? Viking means pirate or raider.
False.
It is true. Viking means pirate or raider. Same thing.
Then why do they call them Vikings? Why don't they just call them pirates or raiders?
Why do some people call them fire? I don't know. They're like in London, they call them something else. They don't call them police or something. They call them something else.
All right.
Constables.
Constables.
Yeah. The fire brigade. Fire brigade. No, we don't have a fire brigade. We got the firemen. You grab a fire truck. Anyway. Where was that? That's pirate or raider. Viking stuff. Okay, true or false? If a Viking dies of old age, does he go to a place of punishment like hell?
False.
Vikings must die in battle. If they do not die in battle, then they go to a place of punishment like hell.
Really?
Yep. Just like the real world, you get punished for being too good at your job.
It's true. True story.
True or false? The Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders could technically have the same mascot.
True.
Right, because we just went over Vikings and Raiders are interchangeable word. Interchangeable. What is not a flavor at Viking milkshake joints? You know, I love going to a Viking milkshake joint, man. Is it vanilla, squid, or Valhalla?
Which is not a flavor?
Which is not a milkshake flavor at a Viking milkshake joint. Vanilla, squid, or Valhalla?
I'll say vanilla.
Wrong. They love vanilla. And they like mixing it. They have a vanilla and squid spiral that they really, really enjoy. But, yeah, Valhalla is not a milkshake flavor.
No?
No.
It's squid is.
That is their version of heaven. Valhalla. So, which is... Oh, I just read that. True or false? Wonder Woman was a Viking.
True.
Wrong. Wonder Woman was an Amazon.
Man, I suck today.
And not a delivery driver, like a real Amazon. Like the real ones.
Are you sure?
Yes, there was an Amazonian island. They were Amazons. An island of Amazons. They were Amazon. Which is why the person that they chose didn't really fit, because she's not really tall enough, in my opinion, to be Wonder Woman. But anyway, whatever. skimpy outfit. Doesn't really matter.
Linda Carter.
Is a pirate a more evolved and advanced descendant of a Viking, or just a Viking that travels light and skips the gym? Is a pirate a more evolved and advanced descendant of a Viking, or a Viking that travels light and skips the gym?
I'm going for first one. I don't want to play anymore.
I was thinking, that one you just have to agree with me. That you can't look that one up.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because I just keep picturing Johnny Depp, and he would get his ass handed to him by a Viking. I'm just saying. A Viking would use Johnny Depp as a toothpick. Okay? Now, here's the last and final question. Are you prepared for this?
I don't know, man. You brought Johnny Depp up.
Can't help it, man. He lives right here. He lives in my mind.
That's your fault.
Can't help it. I can't evict that son of a bitch.
Okay.
All right, so are female Vikings called Vikings, or does that sound too much like a new countertop material?
Sounds too much of a new countertop material.
Correct. Just throw away that germ-infested cutting board with Igor's Viqueen countertop coating. You won't need it anymore. Igor's Viqueen is durable and scuff-resistant. We butcher 200 goats with a battle axe without a cutting board. You wouldn't try that with Formica. And after 200 slaughters, the blood still beads. Igor's Viqueen countertop coating. Pick up a gallon today.
The blood still beads.
The blood still beads. And, sir, that has been just a few questions.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
I used to be a nice girl. Until Alien Stone took me for a ride in his mothership. Now I'm an intergalactic hottie. Thank you, Alien Stone.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Come in. Here's your morning briefing, sir. You forgot my toilet tweet. Don't you remember? You're not allowed to tweet anymore, sir. I forgot. It's okay, sir. That's why I'm here. I hate Mondays. Not much to do when you're in the office of the former president. Well, you could always listen to the radio, sir. That's different. What's on? Oh, I don't know. Would you like me to turn it on? Why not? Got nothing better to do.
It's the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, Ditzy, call these guys up. See if they want to interview me. It'll be huge.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Alrighty, folks, welcome. It is hour number 3, the third and final hour of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I got you till lunch, folks. I got you till lunch. All right, so coming up in this hour, more music for your Vajira holes, more comedy for your soul. We'll get some more bad movie flashbacks for your nostalgia, and we'll get Judge Man to stop in with another episode of Man Law. You know, just so that you can listen to his opinion. It's always his opinion. He is the judge. What he says goes, even if you say no. All right? And, of course, the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions. The Messed Up People in My Neighborhood. It's coming up all of this hour, as well as a sports update from The Prospect. So let's just go ahead and get things started as fast as we can. The last 2 hours, I started you off with North of Never. I see no reason to not do that again this hour. So we'll be twisting in the candlelight at the cabaret with North of Never on the Attack.
We're going out tonight. We're going out tonight. Slip on your dress, got my suit and tie. We're going out tonight. We're going out. Behind the curtain lies a mess. Depressed, overcome by the stress. This choreography has got me numb. What have we become?
This is Rob K from the Creeping Chaos, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Somewhere you can hear the sound of a mumbling man hunkered on the ground. He was wealthy once and now he's on the street. The hard-faced woman looking so disheveled, once a sweet young thing, soft as a petal on a lonely lily, floating out among the reeds. But the road gets rocky and the good times end, and we just wait for things to turn around again. Suddenly you find you're an old gray man, living in a world that you didn't plan, 'cause you never walked through the D-truck ghettos where the children are playing in the concrete meadow, and the factory rats work the 12-hour shifts each day. Never lived in a subway tunnel of the NYC in a cardboard holes. You think you got it big, but has the world gone mad, or has it just gone gray? Well, I hope you enjoy the show as we pack things up and prepare to go. But before I do, I got a few last words to say. It's easy to listen to the words in a song and still get the meaning of the whole thing wrong. So if you didn't come to hear, watch it by the coming out to see us play. Take me back to the days when love was the answer, and breathing in the air didn't give us all cancer. People really knew what a hardship was, and kids today don't know shit because they never had to walk through a D-truck ghetto where the children are playing in the concrete meadow, and factory rats work the 12-hour shifts each day. Never lived in a subway tunnel of the
Something very important I forgot to tell you. Don't cross the streams. It would be bad.
What do you mean bad?
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Right, that's bad. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egan.
Another night goes into day. Night goes into day. The sunlight always brings me pain. It's gonna bring me pain. But now I'll rest in a shallow grave. I'll rest in a shallow grave. Until the next time I misbehave. I'm gonna misbehave. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. The silent gaze beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the another night falls over day. Night falls over day. The moonlight always brings me prey. It's gonna bring me prey. To lay to rest in a shallow grave. Lay to rest in a shallow grave. So much sin now cannot be saved. Well, I can never be saved. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. The silent gaze beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the sin. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to The Attack. The Attack, the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. Just breaking in here for just a little bit. Got some stuff to say, before we get to some more music for your Vajira holes, maybe some sports, perhaps, some man law, and then, of course, just a few questions that messed up people in my neighborhood. That is all on its way. But right now, just want to talk about the lottery for a moment, shall we? How many times have you been asked, what will you do with your lottery winnings if you win the lottery? Every single time, people are always saying, well, first off, pay off all my debt. Right? Because you won the lottery. Of course you're going to win a lot more than your debt. Otherwise, you're not going to pay off your debt. Instead, you're going to go buy a Ferrari. And then you'll be in debt and have a Ferrari. And then you have to sell your Ferrari to pay off your debt. Stupid. Anyway, not my point. You're winning millions of dollars, okay? You're going to pay off your debt, pay off your house, maybe buy a bigger house, buy a nice car, pay off your family's debt maybe buy them houses, buy them cars. Generally, that's what people want to do. Start a business, give to charity, start an animal shelter, do all kinds of things with your money. But why is it that every time that a reporter in the field points a camera and puts a microphone in the face of a person in a convenience store or on the scene of anything, they intentionally pick the worst person to ask? Man playing the lottery shocks a reporter with how he would spend his winnings. She, on a live television, turns to him and says, hey, what would you do with your winnings? And this is what the man said, quote, well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust and about 5 kilos of cocaine. And then I'll be good to go. She tried to cover up as best she could, but it was out there. So hopefully he didn't win. And he is still buying his cocaine in little bitty bags. Still, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stay, I don't want the man to overdose. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't want him to overdose. Or for somebody who deserves it to not win. Anyway, folks, since we're talking about cocaine, I'm going to do some music for your Vajira holes right now. This is a band that appeared on the show a very long time ago. This was a very long time ago. No Class Assassins and their remake of the classic tune, Cocaine. Very unusual and different version of it on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Down on the ground, cocaine.
broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Welcome, everyone, to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. John Gruden has some serious explaining to do. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, the Las Vegas Raiders coach used a racist term in a 2011 email sent to the league's Players Association. In the email, Gruden, then an analyst for ESPN's Monday Night Football, said that the association's executive director, DeMaurice Smith, who is black, has lips, quote, the size of Michelin tires, end quote, which is a common racist term aimed at black people. The 58-year-old apologized profusely for his remark and said that his comment was part of a term he uses, quote, rubber lips, that describes someone who was caught lying, as the email was made during the league's looming lockout situation, and he felt that he wasn't getting the honesty expected during negotiations. Smith brushed it off when asked about the comment, saying in part, quote, this isn't the first racist comment I've heard, and it probably will not be the last. This is a thick-skinned job for someone with dark skin, just like it always has been for many people who look like me and work in corporate America, end quote. He went on to say that he notices people of color being talked to behind their backs every day by their colleagues who uses coded racist language. Unfortunately, this happens a lot in sports and everywhere else, and it really does need to stop. But unfortunately, all we people of color get in the interim is an apology in an attempt for the accuser to save face and keep their job. At this time, the team's front office hasn't speculated on possible discipline for Gruden, but I will keep you posted on any developments. Trilogies are so action-packed in the sports world. Whenever two teams or fighters are deadlocked 1-1, you know that third and deciding game is going to deliver. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had their saga decided in the 11th round Saturday night as Fury defeated Wilder by a knockout. The bout was a virtual chess match as the two combatants squared off in familiar territory, having been there twice before. Feeling each other out, the fireworks didn't fly until the third round, where Fury scored the bout's first knockdown. Wilder quickly got up, which was shades of fight number 2, and they continued to throw bombs at each other. In the fourth round, Wilder scored two quick yet controversial knockdowns on the 33-year-old, and the proverbial chess match continued until the 10th round when Fury put Wilder on jello legs with yet another knockdown and sealed his fate. By the 11th, it was all over. The match was called, the ruling was knockout, and hopefully the epic clash of two modern-day heavyweight colossuses is finally over. Where the two will go from here, we will never know. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
And now it's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, it is once again that time. It is time to answer just a few questions. As always, this portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. All righty, folks. So, I'm just going to get right into just a few questions today.
Okay.
Everybody knows that it's a thing that scares people and it makes them squirm and it's inappropriate. That's okay, right?
For the most part.
Most people are ready. It's like getting a colonoscopy, but in front of everyone.
Right.
So here we go.
Question number 1.
Question number one. After seeing the success of Sesame Street, you have decided to create an all-new version of the popular show, of the popular multi-decade-long legendary kids show. For decades, they have entertained and educated children all over the world with colorful puppet characters and cartoon segments. Hosts would take kids on a magical journey each morning and get the little monsters out of their parents' hair for at least an hour or so. Kids today don't want to be educated by puppets or given life lessons by soft-spoken, patronizing adult hosts. They are too busy killing hookers and stealing cars in the latest video game, or they're too busy for that kind of crap. So, you also see that there has been a great number of successful cartoons marketed to adult audiences. Shows like The Simpsons and Family Guy have been hugely successful, so kids will not be your audience. You will design a show that looks and feels like you are watching a kid's morning show, but tailored content is to entertain and educate adults. First, let's get the hosts and characters created. Who would be the show's reoccurring human hosts? So, like on Sesame Street, they had humans and they had puppets and all that. So you have the human hosts. So you can pick 1, 2, or as many of these hosts as you like to implement them into your show. Or you can make up your own, as always. Number 1, Morgan Freeman sits in a chair at the beginning and end of the show, reading from a big book and narrating each episode. 2, Paul Rubin as alcoholic Pee Wee Herman, who runs the neighborhood bicycle shop. 3, Dumpster Donna, self-proclaimed fifth-degree bag lady, amateur jewelry fence, and hand jobbalist, played by either Courtney Love or Oprah. Number 3, Steve the Racist, always played by a different white guy because apparently all white guys are racist and all look alike. Number 5, Jeffrey the pediatrician, only does Zoom appointments from his home on an undisclosed island. Number 6, Kevin and Larry, just two guy friends that share a one-bedroom apartment above an adult bookstore. And 7, Officer Billy Clubb, the friendly neighborhood law enforcement officer who is always running for mayor but always loses. Which character would you like to put on your show? Or all of them, or make up your own? How do you feel about these characters?
I feel great about all of them, but what were 3, 4, and 5 again?
3 is Dumpster Donna.
Okay, what was 4?
Number 4 would be Steve the Racist. So you could always have a guest
and then
star.
5 was...
That's Jeffrey the pediatrician.
Yeah, like
phoning it in from his undisclosed island.
4 and 5 don't need to be there.
4 and 5 don't need to be there. So you're going to get rid of Steve the racist.
Yeah, we need the
and get rid of Jeffrey the pediatrician.
And I can picture Friedman at the beginning, sitting
sure.
in the chair, just, doing this, and at the end,
Today,
right, exactly. And then here comes like the little fuzzy screen,
right,
and starting to tell
he
the
turns
story.
the page, and
Right.
Absolutely.
And then all those people will be, the bicycle shop will be next to the adult bookstore where everybody will be upstairs, and then the dumpster's outside of the bicycle shop, and that's where Dumpster Debbie lives. And does
you
her
changed your
thing.
name to Debbie. That's cool. I like that too. That's good.
Whatever.
Dumpster Debbie's good.
Okay. I could picture how it could go down. So yeah, all of them except those other ones.
Okay, get rid of those. We don't need those.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Okay. Bonus question. Should the opening credits start with A, neighborhood kids playing hopscotch and running through water spraying from a fire hydrant, or B, crackheads shooting dice in an alleyway but getting chased away by the cops?
Hell yeah. Definitely craps. Craps in the back alley.
Crackheads, craps, and cops.
Yes.
Wow, that sounds good. That's
might
tongue
be
twister,
one-
but
that
that'd be
might
the
be-
name of a show too.
That would even be one of the little
segments.
segues that they go to.
Absolutely. Officer Billy Club, tell us what happened.
Exactly.
I said freeze and started hitting him with a club.
Yep.
He didn't comply.
Did not comply.
Bringing us to
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Question number 2 goes like this. Remember, this show will need to entertain and educate. So, with that being said, here are some of the skits with puppet characters you will add to the show. What lessons will they teach? So, I'll give you the puppet and the type of skit that he's doing. You're going to tell me what I have 3 things that he could be teaching.
Gotcha.
On this, and you can make up your own, of course. Number 1, Ray, the homeless drug addict rat. A, he teaches the consequences of making bad life decisions. B, how to make meth in a rest stop bathroom. Or C, how to make money signing up for experimental scientific research programs.
I'm going to say he's definitely going to be doing B.
He's going to do B. So how to make meth in a rest stop bathroom.
Yep.
All right. So it's like there is a bit of science in the show,
That's what
kids.
Ray would do.
Yeah. And that's why he's homeless, too, because he blew up his house.
Exactly. Gone.
Gotcha. It blew up.
See you later.
You'll like this one. Boxcar Benny.
Boxcar Benny.
A retired Vietnam vet and world traveler. A, he teaches no-budget train car traveling hacks like how not to freeze to death and harvesting food from cargo. Or B, an on-the-road cooking show celebrating hobo cuisine. Or C, things you can do for a free ride or $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Oh, man. I like B and C, to be honest with you. I mean, can we mix those two up?
All right, so B and C it is.
He can be cruising, doing his thing,
That's right. Cooking, teach you how to make Franks and beans.
Franks and beans and Franks. And
cooking them in the boxcar.
Figuring, yeah, exactly.
And then tell you what to do for free rides and cigarettes. And
Yep, this is what you got to do, man. This is how you live when you're in a boxcar.
Gotcha.
You got to save every penny. You got to make sure you got your beans and your Zippo fluids.
That's right.
You heat it up.
Shows you how to harvest your food from the cargo, too. So you know how to go up to the top, down to the cargo, down, take some food up, back down like that, cook it on the hot plate. Yeah. I can see that. Number 3, Carpool Karen and Soccer Mom Sally. A, teaches the dangers of road rage. B, it's like Spy versus Spy from Mad TV, but Karen is on her way to work and Sally is taking the kids to soccer practice. They upgrade their vehicles with equipment from Acme. Or C,
of course they do.
It teaches adults that everyone on the road is going someplace, and some of you people just don't give a crap and are going to zigzag through traffic, cutting off dozens of drivers, causing a six-car pileup. Also, you can get to the drive-thru for your morning pumpkin spice latte.
Ugh. Let me tell you about that line today, too.
Yeah.
Jesus criminy, man. And it's down to one lane anyway? Friggin' still all lined up in that crap.
Tim Horton's been out in line like 5 deep in the road. In the road 5 deep.
So retarded.
Okay, come on. All right, so teaches the dangers of road rage. It's like spy versus spy.
I like the spy versus spy thing. I think that would be kind of cool. You
Like
know what
every
I'm
day,
saying?
they both pull out of the driveway.
Like,
And they got to fight over the lanes all the way. Yeah. Rocket launchers, and oil slicks, and smoke screens.
Yeah, it'd be like
and stuff.
Spy Hunter.
Be so awesome. That's a video game right there, man. Yep. Carpool Karen versus
Yup.
Soccer Mom Sally.
Yup.
Number 4.
She escapes by jumping out of the car.
Yeah.
Switching minivans.
To get out and be a little club.
In the dumpster. Dumpster Debbie.
Number 4 is Yusuf the Turkish prisoner. A. Each day, Yusuf shows you how to make a beautiful shank candle out of everyday prison yard items. Or B. Using paints created from dirt, food, urine, and feces, painting landscapes on the cell wall and dicks on his sleeping cellmate's face. Or C. Teaches the average criminal how to get arrested without getting beaten to death by the police. What do you say?
He could probably do all of them and have himself a little mini-series.
Probably, yeah.
You know, each week he teaches you something different.
Probably, yeah.
How do
Useful Yusuf.
Useful Yusuf.
Wow. Using Yusuf.
Yup.
Wow.
And he can show you how to smuggle a shank in the cornhole.
Yeah.
One week, and how to make toilet hooch the next week, and
for sure,
you know what not to do if there's a prison brawl the next week.
The opening theme music is just the siren. Yeah. Dogs barking and stuff. Yep. Cuts right to the cell opening up. And
dude, I'm telling you, man, Discovery is going to be having all of our show ideas.
I'm telling you, dude. So he's doing all that.
He's doing all that.
All right.
What do you think? I think that sounds cool.
For sure. Bonus question. What are these segments all called? So I've got 2 sets. So I'm going to have all the segments, one set of them, or you can choose the second set. Or you can make it all up. So the first set would be Ray Ray's Strung Out Street, Benny's World, Carpool Karen versus Soccer Mom Sally, and If These Walls Could Talk. Or B, Rat's Ass, This Old Box, Bitches versus Baby on Board, and Involuntary Face Painting with Yusuf.
Bitches
versus Baby on Board.
Dude, that's flipping awesome.
You almost want to mix them all together, don't you?
You know, man. It's like you got some on the first one and some on the second one that I want to use.
You always had that ability. Mix and match, splice.
I liked more on the on option number 1, option A.
Ray Ray Strung Out Street, Benny's World, Carpool Karen versus Soccer Mom Sally, and If These Walls Could Talk.
Yeah, close enough.
Gotcha.
But I like it. That will work.
All right.
All right.
Bringing us to
question number 3.
Question number 3.
Firing away.
One thing you remember from watching kids shows as a kid was singing along with the songs.
Singing along with the songs?
Music and songs have a huge role to play in entertainment, and they assist in education as well. With that being said, you will need to inject a bit of music into the show. First, you need a house band.
Steel Panther.
They will be puppets.
Oh.
And will be able to play any style of music. What will your show's puppet house band be called? A. Joe and the Mumble Bunnies. B. The Don Dokken Replacement Band. Or C. Nickelback. You can always make up your own. Like the Don Dokken Replacement Band?
Oh, man. I wouldn't. Nothing with his name in it. Nothing with his name in it.
Yeah, it gives too much. People will Google that
too much
and find
attention.
him.
Exactly. That could lead to good.
And you've seen how big he is lately. He takes up a lot of cyberspace.
He does. Him and Vince Neil were having a turkey leg eating contest.
I'm telling you what, man.
It's crazy. Nickelback. See, I can't give them any credit either.
That brings us to a choice of your own, or Joe and the Mumble Bunnies.
We're going to go with Joe and the Mumble Bunnies.
Joe and the Mumble Bunnies. All right, so from each set of song titles, choose one for the playlist. So I'll give you 2 songs, you got to pick one. 2 songs, pick one. 2 songs, pick one. Number 1, Facebook is your friend, or I'm a ain't a word. Remember, it's an educational show.
The second one.
Second one, I'm a ain't a word.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, don't get caught on camera, or the ladies' room.
I'm going to go with the ladies' room on that one.
The ladies' room.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, it can go lots of ways just by calling it that.
Right, exactly.
Could be good, could be bad.
Could be okay.
Right, who knows? Could be arrested. Be 15 to life. Who knows? If you're not a boy, what's that in your pants? Or, if you're not a girl, where's your penis? It's almost too much, right?
Oh, my God.
If you're not a boy, what's that in your pants? Or, if you're not a girl, where's your penis?
If you're not a girl, where's your penis?
I see that bow in your hair. I see that dress that you wear. But if you're not a girl, where's your penis? All right,
If you're not a girl, where is your penis?
Exactly. The chorus comes in. Where's your penis?
Where's your penis?
All the kids' voices too, right? Reading is for people that don't like movies, or reading's overrated. Reading's for people that don't like movies.
I like that one, yeah.
Reading's overrated.
I think it. Yeah.
Reading's for movie.
Reading is for movie.
For people that don't
like movies.
Yes, there we go. It took both of us to say it.
Did. That was rough.
Yes. Number 5. Tic Tacs from the medicine cabinet. Or birth control breath mints.
Oh, birth control breath mints for 1,000, Alex. That's great.
If you don't want to get pregnant, pop a birth control breath mint.
Maybe one of the sponsors.
Mentos.
Stick these ones in Mountain Goo.
Mentos. The sterile maker. Number 6. I already know everything, or how stupid can you be?
Oh, how stupid can you be?
How stupid can you be? Pretty stupid if you try.
How stupid can you be? Don't you see? You are one stupid mother.
Something. As a segue, in between skits, you will keep cutting to an old Western saloon. Each of your human and puppet characters are dressed as outlaws and gunslingers playing poker with each other. Each segue, a different character tells a dirty joke before adding his bet to the pot. Every joke they will start with these 3 lines. What set of 3 lines will it be? So every time you come to these guys in between skits, they're going to tell a dirty joke and then go right back to the skits. But every joke starts with one of 3 lines.
Okay.
The first set is knock knock. Why did the chicken cross the road? And a priest, a rabbi, and a Scientologist walk into a bar. B is a blonde walks into a bar. What do you get when? And how many blanks does it take? And C, how do you make an idiot wait? What's grosser than gross? And 2 guys from Cleveland are doinking an owl.
So I got to choose one of those?
Or you can make up your own 3 beginnings. They only get 3 beginning. The jokes are different, but the setup is the same. They only get 3. You never know which 3 when you come back from commercial.
We're not going to do knock-knocks because that's just dumb.
Yeah. Because they're not playing
But I like the...
euchre or whatever you knock.
Yeah. I like the priest, the rabbi, and the what?
Scientologist walking to a bar.
Scientologist walking to a bar.
You think one of them would have seen it?
We'll take that. Exactly. We'll take that one. What's grosser and gross? Those wasn't really like a joke type thing as much as it was as like, hey.
Yeah, it just grossed you out.
It just grossed you out type thing. What were the other ones?
So we had why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah, that's just too plain and simple too.
Why did the blonde walk into the bar? What do you get when? How do you make an idiot wait? You'll tell me tomorrow.
How do you make an idiot wait? Yeah, that would be pretty good.
All right.
That could be a segue.
And 2 guys from Cleveland are doinking an owl.
I'm thinking got to go with 2 guys from Cleveland doinking an owl.
All right. And the bonus question.
Hell yeah, boner question.
Tell us a dirty joke.
Oh, man. See, now you're putting me on the spot.
You gonna tell us that dirty joke?
I got to think of one.
You're old enough to know dirty jokes.
I can't think of anything on the spot. I'm sorry, dude. You got one? I really don't have one.
You really don't have a dirty joke?
I really don't have a dirty joke.
I've got a lot of dirty jokes, but they're like really...
What was one?
They're like weird. They're very, very strange. They're very bad. And they're very old, and probably everybody's heard them. But 3 dudes, they come to a farm to sell life insurance.
Okay, 3 dudes.
And they're met by the farmer's daughter.
Oh, hell yeah.
And she's hot. Okay, so the farmer's daughter, of course, coerces all 3 of them to come inside and doink her. So all 3 of them doink her, and when they're done, the father's standing there with a shotgun.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Says, I'm going to kill all of you unless you fulfill a task. I'm like, what's the task? He goes, I need you to go out into the field. I need you to pick 3. I need you to pick 3 of anything that's growing out there and bring it back to me. Just 3. No more, no less. 3 of anything that's out there. So they all go out. First guy comes back. He sits down. He's got 3 beans that he picked. So the guy takes it and he rams all 3 beans straight up his ass. He walks over to the corner and starts snickering. The next guy comes back. He's got 3 potatoes. Yeah. Wham, wham, wham! Slams all 3 of them potatoes straight up his ass. They're over in the corner almost crying. They're laughing so hard. And the farmer says, why are you laughing? And they say, because Jeff is out there picking 3 watermelons. Ouch. And that brings us to lightning strikes. Oh, I'm going to try to get this right this time. Where's the drops? Drops. You must decide.
Suspense is killing me.
Are you going to kill Bert or Ernie? You have to kill one.
Bert.
Definitely. He's like weird. He's got like,
Yeah,
I think he's a conehead. He's actually an alien.
Yeah, Bert sucks. He's the downer of the party.
And he likes pigeons, which
Ernie's
are
the
basically
upper.
just flying rats, like seagulls.
Yeah. Ernie was the partier, the up guy.
I think he was the stoner.
I think they're the same person. They're just showing you
different hands.
Bipolarism.
Bipolarism, yeah. Oh, maybe it was a twist on The Odd Couple.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could be. Wow.
Yeah.
You would have just blown my mind with it. Here, let's spin off of
But
The Odd
definitely
Couple.
kill Bert. Hey, Bert.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah, Ernie's the shiznit.
Who is more well liked by young girls? Elmo or Snuffleupagus?
I'm gonna say Elmo. Probably. I would assume.
You would assume. Why can't I find what I look for here?
I don't know.
You get lightning strikes on that because, yes, that's true. Kids like Elmo. They're kind of terrified of Snuffleupagus. Kind of terrified. Number 3.
It's just a drunken freaking elephant.
Who is more well liked by naughty girls? Older naughty girls, Elmo or Snuffleupagus?
Snuffleupagus.
Of course, yeah. think about all the action that he can get with that trunk.
Word.
It's furry and soft and plushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always asking all the girls to give him a hug right on his trunk.
Yeah. Mouth hug. Number 4, Mr. Dress Up. Creepy old guy playing with kids, or sad old guy whose kids died and he has replaced them with puppets?
Creepy old guy.
I will go with the creepy old guy too, because the sad old guy makes me too sad.
Yeah.
I can't go with that. And finally, getting jerked off with a puppet. Is that a hand job or a plushy head job?
Oh my god. A plush. Yeah, the second one.
It's both, really, technically speaking. Technically speaking, it is both.
Have you ever had a hand job on with a puppet on?
No. That's why I was asking. You know.
Rub and tug?
Yeah. In this case, it was a rub and tug from a rug.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Give you
that was stitched into a...
Give you some road rash, yo.
Yo, that's right. Got carpet burn from a blowjob. Wow.
Ooh.
That's a Muppet Country song if I ever heard one.
Got carpet burn from a blowjob.
That's right, man.
His name was Bert.
You know, I don't have any more here for this, but I have a question. Okay. You see puppets all the time.
Sure.
Now, given the fact that the hand goes up the bottom orifice, is it going up the character's ass? Or, since most of these characters don't have legs, is it just in their empty body cavity?
Just in their empty body cavity.
But you got to think of characters like Kermit the Frog, who has legs.
He was done with strings.
He's not done with strings.
Kermit was done with strings.
No, he's not done with strings. He has 2 sticks that go up to his hands that make his hands move, or sticks that come from underneath. Like this. But he would sit on a log. He has legs that go over the edge, which means someone's got their hands up a frog's ass.
Right?
That's what that means to me.
It does, yeah.
Frog's ass. Sun shines on a frog's ass some days. And that has been
Just a Few Questions.
Scott Bale is the Antichrist!
All right, folks, that's all the time we've got for this week's episode of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Sending a shout out to all of our live affiliates on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. And in replay and syndication around the world on 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSBFM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you are tuned, you can always send me questions, comments, complaints, and nude photos to Alienstone at alienxradio.com. Until next time, this is Alienstone saying, peace out, Earthlings.
People are rebroadcasting this thing over state lines. I think it's time to bring in the feds. This is FCC jurisdiction.
When you run down the street on fire, people will move out of your way.